This demonstration shows the rear view camera hooked up by the license plate. As we back up and turn the car, we will be in the lines. If we hit the home button, we go to the main screen. If we are hooked up for YouTube, Netflix, or others, we're able to watch. Or if we want to go into Carplay and use the maps or other areas of maps, we can do so. We can listen to our music, plug into our car if it has a 3.5 TRS audible cable adapter. We have settings that we could go into that we've shown. We have driving focus, announcement messages, and so forth of what an infotainment system of a recent car would have. We can go up and down, and we could go and silence the unit as well. We could go back into the unit by pressing on the 9 dashes and pick the choice of applications we like. We go back into the home and go into the main unit and watch a Netflix show if hooked up to Netflix. If we want to go and use the other areas of interest to go home, we can do so by pressing on the buttons. This is the infotainment system for cars that do not have an actual infotainment system. It is on the go that you could bring anywhere to a rental car and more. Let's unbox the OTTOCAST 11.1 inch with Netflix and show you what you get inside the package and how nicely they are packed. As we open up the package and show you the inside, protected by foam and plastic around the main unit. Underneath the cardboard is the accessories. We have the rear view camera adhesive hookup wire. We have the power cord with the USB-A and USB-C compliance to charge the unit with the fuse inside, and a TRS to TRS audible cable, and an instruction guide to go over to hook up your iOS Droid device to the unit to existing cars that does not have an infotainment system. In our demonstration purposes, we are going to show only a demonstration. We have the mounting bracket that has a 3M sticker that peels off, that must be hired for 24 hours. We have the adjustable clip that locks in the unit. We have the 11.4 inch wide screen with a screen protector that you will peel off. On the top, you have your speaker vent area, on and off button, the back bracket to lock on, an optional front camera unit area. On the side is your port for your backup camera, your port for the audible output sound to the unit of your audible system, an SDXC card slot, SDXC card not included, and the USB-C power area. To hook up and lock is simply matching, sliding on, and pressing down firmly, and adjusting with the gimbal of your angle. Once adjusted, you simply lock down into place by securing, and the unit will stay. On the back of the unit will be your speaker located over here. Located on the sides are just standard holes, not applicable for this unit. We're hooked up to 5 volts and we're going to turn power on. We're greeted by the logo. Once the boot up is completed, we're ready to go. The unit will be allowed to look at YouTube, Netflix, TikTok, music, play video, settings, audio, clean, help, and swipe over to the next screen of files, the reverse camera, the App Store, and gallery, with shortcuts to CarPlay, Android Auto, YouTube, and Netflix, and your window for music. On the side, you have your cell phone, your GPS, your return, and home. It is a touch screen. It makes a beep sound when touching, audible sound. We're hooked up to the reverse camera to show you what the reverse camera will look like. You have the reverse lines and the camera. Through the settings, you can set up and adjust your camera angle. You can place the camera outdoors or indoors. It does not have to be just for reverse. We have settings. We go through the settings. We have the Wi-Fi off and on. We can receive Bluetooth on and off, transmit to the car Bluetooth off and on, display wallpaper, brightness, dark theme, boot logo, and so forth. The sidebar location and app source and font size. And we could back by pressing the back button on the upper left or over here. We have sound. We have the reverse setting where we can change the camera's reverse line calibration and format. The 1080p camera and camera mirroring always shows reverse. We have applications that the unit is allowed. We can see all 18 apps in here and adjust the apps we want. The unit has storage, 45 gig of free storage. We have storage. We can delete the storage here. We have 22.55 gig, 32 gig used, free up space. And then we have the system that we can set up the time, the language, reset the options, and so forth. Hitting the home button gets back to the main screen, and we can swipe back to one of the main areas. If we want to watch a Netflix movie, we simply go into Netflix, sign up with our account, and we go into Netflix. We need to go into the Wi-Fi to set up. And the same will be with YouTube and everything else. We have settings in here that we went through. For shortcuts of not pressing the buttons, we have the circle that we can press. It opens up here to raise, lower the volume, brightness levels, the 3 dashes to get into the area and open up windows. Clean is another word for format. Setting up CarPlay is simply opening the phone up. CarPlay for iOS, hitting TA8, pair, allow, connect. And we are on CarPlay. Our phone, our music, our map, our messages, our news, our podcasts, and more. If we want to listen to a music station, we simply open up and listen to music. Back at is simply hitting the 9 dashes, and we're back onto the previous screen. In here we have our navigation system. We can navigate by picking an address and so forth. If we wanted to do Siri, we simply open up Siri and weather.
It's currently windy and 30 degrees.
Backing out of the unit, home. And home would get us to the previous default of the AutoCast. For CarPlay, Droid, watching YouTube, Netflix.